So you've been doing it 45 years. You love what you do, obviously, and you've really enlightened me a lot of what my plans were to make my place look nice, inexpensive, but yet look like I spent $1 million, and I didn't. But and the plants that you're putting in are very easy to care for, non-toxic, and I don't have to use the toxic brands. What is your true title growing up? Is it an architect, landscaping architect?
Well, I'm 150%. I've got 3 hats to wear. So the artist has to come out and have the vision. The horticulturist has to come out and say what plants are going to be used and how those plants are going to perform over the next 10 to 15, 20 years. And then the engineer has to come out for the hardscapes, of course, for anything and how the water's flowing through the property. So the engineer has to be out here, the artist has to be here, and the horticulturist has to be here.
Believe it or not, I didn't even think about the way the water runs, because I'm like, hey, plant them up high, put them on mounts. He's like, yeah, but then you're going to lose all the water because they're just going to roll downhill. So we're going to do this a little bit differently. So once again, we think we know how to plant, but when you leave it to the professionals, like I said, you can have little home projects. Please, why not? You know, it's always fun to play something here and there. But leave it up to a professional, and they'll give you better advice. But make sure they are a professional. Look them up. Get a couple quotes. What other suggestions would you have for our people?
Go look at something they did 10 years ago. If you're looking at everything that they did in the last year or 2 years, that can always look pretty good. It's 3 to 5 years before the real landscape starts showing up. And the bad landscapers, their jobs are getting pulled out, and the real landscapers are coming in. And a lot of people, 80%, are landscaping their house twice because their first landscaper came in and didn't do something that was going to last.
Wow, what a great tip is go out and see. You know, I never thought about that because we do that for some work that we want. Now we just look at reviews. Anybody can write a review. I can write a review about myself. But what you want to do is go see it for yourself. Don't always trust what you see online because it could be enhanced. It could be brushed. It could look like you've done that. You've been and you saw nice hotels, but when you got there, it was a roach motel. I mean, the pool looked like it was enormous, but it was the size of a bathtub. So never trust everything you see, but go see for yourself and get an idea of what's going on. Bob, it was a great pleasure. Any last words you want to give? I know you just did, but any advice? What's the best plant to plant no matter where you live?
Well, I think what I've come to in the last few years is the Trinette Schefflera. I really like them. The bugs don't like them. They do rather well in our alkaline soils here compared to a lot of other tropical looking plants. So I think the Trinette is like my backup plant to give brightness and be that base that I work off of with the other plants that we plant.
And what good YouTube stations could people go on to see home remedies to take care of their plants in this final conversation of ours?
Oh golly, if you can find the old guy that used to be on PBS,
Mr. Rogers?
No. Yeah, I don't think he did the plants.
I'm gonna plant in your neighborhood.
Mr. Green Jeans.
I'm gonna plant in your neighborhood. No, but there are many people. Baker?
Jerry Baker. If you can find any, he's got a lot of books. He was very highly published, and he did a lot of videos for PBS when they would be trying to gather money. So if you can find any old Jerry Baker videos where he's mixing beer and milk and dish soap and all kinds of different things.
Not toothpaste, not the chemically stuff base. He was mixing natural stuff.
He was mixing natural stuff that's in your cupboard at home.
Yeah, because right now they got a lot of YouTubes where you can infuse plants together. How did they say that? Modify or get or?
Yes, the GMOs, the genetically modified.
Yeah, the GMOs, genetically modified. I don't speak English. Yep. But anyway, Bob, we thank you. Your company is called Escapes Landscaping and Nursery. We thank you for your expertise and for setting me with some knowledge and wisdom. You didn't tell me I was stupid. You didn't tell me I was dumb. You just educated me, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate all that you do. So thanks for being on the show today.